The Wire. What is it? Where does it come from? Should you watch it? Who made it? What does it mean? Well, let's start off with the first question. Why The Wire is a TV show brought to you by the folks at Home Box Office Station, HBO, Home Box Office Station, a premium cable channel. A lot of people say The Wire's many things. So what is it not? Let's start with that. People say it's about life. It's about everything, but I think that's kind of pretentious, because I don't remember any kind of story arcs about an ailing clown with herpes. That was not on the show. Nor do I recall a hot dog vendor who's got a real pickle. Like a problem. Not a pickle as in a condiment or topping. That wasn't on the show, though. Nor, as I like to say, is there a storyline about a soccer team, a children's soccer team, and the struggles of a soccer mom as she navigates her responsibilities to her family as well as her aspirations to being the best darn soccer mother that she can be. That's not on the show. In fact, motherhood is not a big issue on the show. Let's just talk about it. What is the show? It's to sum it up in a nutshell. It's a crime drama, and I don't mean a cop drama because it's not just about the cops. It's about the criminals too. They're the main portion of the characters. It's split. I wouldn't say evenly, because who can say evenly? That's even-handedness and what have you, and that's pretentious to pretend to have even-handedness. Although the show does try to encapsulate a fair perspective on things, I would say, even the creators say, it's a postmodern show, not post-apocalyptic. Don't get it confused with shows like The Walking Dead or video games like Fallout, because this is not, although it is very grim and dangerous. There's a lot of intrigue and danger and people dying, especially in the last 2 seasons with the character of Marlowe Stanfield. He kills a lot of people, puts them in the boarded-up vacants. Oh, I forgot to say, spoilers ahead, because I'm just going to ruin it for you if you keep watching this video. Not the show. If you watch the show, you're going to ruin it for yourself, because you're going to see everything and you're going to know everything. If you watch this review, I'm going to ruin the show, ruining everything for you, if you hadn't seen it already. Oh, look who's come to join us. It's that guy. Oh, hi, John Williamson. How are you doing?
I'm super, thanks for asking.
Well, that's great. I know you must have seen the show The Wire, right? What were your opinions? Do you recommend this show heartily to people?
The Wire is the best show on TV.
A lot of people say that.
And with good merit, it's got so many nuances and thoughtful things.
So who is your favorite character on the show, if you had to pick just one?
Oh, Kima, she is one sassy lady who knows how to get the job done. Boy, I love the way she can crack those cases.
That's a good choice. I think you should go back to your home now, though, and tend to the wife and perhaps make some kids, because you seem like you could have some kids. So who's my favorite character? I would have to say Mcnulty. Why? Well, because he's Irish, and I like to pretend I'm Irish from time to time. Yo, top of the morning to you. And cabbage and do they eat beans? Potatoes, I'm pretty sure I like to eat sometimes. Green's a cool color. And so, seasons. Which is your favorite season of the show? That's an important question, because a lot of fans have disagreements, high and low points. It's generally well understood that the 5th is the worst season. Why, may you ask? Because they just go overboard, balls to the wall, and you don't feel involved in it. You feel like it's being shoved at you. You don't feel the emotional pull like the first season had. And they do try to bookend it with the series finale episode. They do kind of like a cyclic kind of montage, so it's like, oh wow, everything is resolved, but everything is the same. But on the other hand, you don't care at this point anymore. I think they really, this first season with D'Angelo and, who's his name? The big boss guy. Not Stringer Bell, the other guy. Yeah, Barksdale, Avon Barksdale. The Avon lady, no, Avon man, because he is the big boss, the big cheese, There's a character on the show named Cheese, too. He's not the big cheese. He gets killed. Cheese Wagstaff, I think. He's played by a rapper. He gets his head blown off or something for being a thug. that's what happens. There's a lot of talk about the game. Even it's like the character's awareness of like the whole postmodern control system and what have you. It's all self-referentialized by the game. This concept of everything having a purpose and a place and a manner of accomplishing the goals that we have. Stringer Bell is also up there as my favorite character. I think in a different world, he could be a real cutthroat CEO of a mega corporation. Why not? He had the gusto and the what how, but he was born into circumstances which would not allow that. And once it got to reaching that point and interacting with that world of the big bosses, the big cheeses, the non-criminals, he couldn't handle it, and everything fell apart. So it's not a cop drama like NYPD Blue or the Law and Order. It's not a procedural. It's a serial. Not the cereal you eat, but the serial which happens in a sequence. From A to B, and all the way to Z. A lot of Z's at season 5, I have to warn you. So, go watch the show. I don't recommend that you purchase it off of Amazon or HBO's streaming service, because that's like paying your friend to hold on to your DVDs and your movies for you. Why would you do that? You want to have them in the comfort of your own hands or on your hard drive. Torrent them illegally, why don't you? Don't do that, because you could get in trouble. And I imagine that HBO is cracking down on that now that they have their new service. But if you do it, what do you have to lose? You have the show for high def rip on your computer, and you can watch it when you please with various audio channels such as directors' commentaries and what have you. Maybe they'll make new shows in the future. The Q characters who created the show, a couple of guys, they are involved in the crime world firsthand, not as criminals, as observers and sometimes enforcers. One of the writers or the creators he was a teacher, he was a cop. So it shows on that, because this show will certainly teach you a thing or two about the crime world. School's in session, folks, and the school is a big part of the show. You'll see later on. It's not so apparent early on. They go a lot of places. So check it out. Check out The Wire. That guy really knows a thing or two. You should check out The Wire.